G'day folks, John here from Garage Construction again. I want to do a little bit of a update on my tool belt. Problem I was running into with this belt, and I think I found the solution. So anyhow, get right to it. The thing was falling down, and I wondered, why is it falling down? Now in our crew, if I'd asked that question, I'd have got told it's heavy, stupid, which of course that's the reason it falls down. And I wondered, in talking with the guys, which belts fell down sooner, and I don't have much of a bum, it just tends to slide down off the back. And when it slides down, when you bend over or when you walk, then it tends to wedge and it pulls tight across. You just slide your tool belt down halfway in your butt, crank it tight and try to bend over. And when it really winches tight and you bend over, it creates more pressure in here than the actual weight of the belt does. And I notice it on days where we're doing subfloor or strapping on a roof, whatever, a lot of bending, then I get more sore in here from those days. And I was, up until recently, I was thinking it had to do more with it binding in here. And while it does cause some discomfort, I believe that the majority of the pressure, the soreness is coming from it sliding down. You bend over and then it wedges tight and it pulls. So I'm sick of it falling down. I want to come to a solution to the problem. Well, what are my options? Why is it falling down? What could keep it up? Obviously suspenders. And I have tried suspenders. That does definitely fix the falling down problem. You can run your belt loose. It's very comfortable. When you're climbing, the weight's lifted before you swing your feet up. It's great, but I get sore shoulders and sore neck. I hurt my neck 10 years ago, and it's bothered me ever since, to a greater or lesser degree, and recently it's been getting better. I don't want to do anything to aggravate it. So for me, suspenders is out. For you, if that works, awesome. So I'm looking for a solution to keep my belt up without suspenders. The other day, we were cleaning up, and one of the guys had his tool belt. It was laying out, so I just strapped it on, picked up some more tools, and was going to the trailer. And his belt is pretty much toast. In my mind, it's a little past that, but he's going to get every dollar's worth out of it. And I noticed the thing, it doesn't fall down. It stayed up very nice, and I was impressed, because I just threw the thing on. I didn't even make it very tight, and I commented. I was like, "Wow, your belt really stays up." And he said, "Yeah, he never has a problem with it." And so I was thinking, okay, well, I wonder why. He said, "Well, he thinks it's because it's so floppy," and it is. It's in ballistic nylon, CLC signature. One of the older ones when they were actually better than the current ones. So I was thinking about it, and a couple days later, one of the other guys still has one as well, and it's about toast, so I threw it on, and same thing with his. It stayed up, it hooked into my back well, or it didn't fall down. And so, okay, I was thinking about it, why this could be. One thing there, it's a 2-inch belt, and sure, it's got the extra foam padded belt, but that's pretty soft and it just forms to your back very easily. So I was thinking about that, and then one of the other guys, he's got a Adjust-A-Fit from Occidental that he really likes. He's never had an apron so nice. There's nothing else he wants, whatever, right? And so I put it on, and it's got the same thing. It sat well, it didn't fall down, and it just, it just hooked on. And well, that's what I want, that's what I'm after. Okay, so what's the difference? And what I came across is across the back, with the Adjust-A-Fit, there is no extra padding. It's about a 2.5-inch belt, nothing else. And with these other aprons that were staying up, they're 2-inch belts, and the soft foam padding, well, it just curls. The actual weight is going in a 2-inch strip. and I think that is why it's staying up. And so I decided, what have I to lose, right? Like I've hacked and chopped, and I've had a lot of fun with this tool belt, and I don't have anything to lose. It owes me nothing. So right there, I just grabbed up my good Milwaukee utility knife, and I started chopping, and I'll show you what I ended up with. Alright, so if you've seen my video before, this is what I had done. Adding this tongue and whatever. You can see it in another video. And these sheepskin pads that I had gotten, like that's how they look. Now this runs out over my bum, and it's actually nicely contoured here. So it was creating basically a funnel, I figured, for it to slide down, and that's exactly what it did. So I just grabbed a block of wood, threw it underneath, and chop, gone. Over on this side, chop, gone. Now I'm missing my 2 hammer loops, and I took just a standard hammer loop and put it on. Now one thing you've got here, because it's not tied into here, it can just flap. It's not really going to create a nice smooth surface to slide off, and I'm not sure if this would be better as far as it sliding down. It would be 2 narrow strips instead of that 1 wider strip, and there, and it's definitely better. There is a significant improvement in keeping my belt up. It's been, oh boy, a week maybe that I've done this, and I would say it's definitely helped. I'm impressed. So in the future, if I build my own, I'm not sure. I looked at Christopher Stoll's videos on making his own belt. It kind of intrigued me again to make my own pockets and everything. I'm not sure that I got the time or anything like that, but it'd be fun to do. I enjoy making things, creating, whether it's building, framing, with the work I do, or if it has to do with something like this, craftsmanship. I enjoy it. It would be fun to have something that I created and can use. But I think this is definitely one of the keys to helping keep the belt up. This buckle has still never caused me any problems wearing it. I never think of the buckle. The only problem that I run into is this tongue keeps coming out. I have it in here, and for some reason it wants to work itself out, and it'll get tangled into here the odd time, which is kind of frustrating. So that's not ideal. Now for me, there's a lot of extra tongue here. I could just chop it off. Now another thing I have considered doing, I'm not sure I will, is I could fasten this back here, move the buckle this way. It would eliminate a bit of padding here, but it also eliminates this heavy leather that won't stretch. And this gives me a smaller area of thin leather that will stretch. So for now, I'm going to leave it like this, keep using it, see what I think, and of course, some idea comes along, I'm going to experiment with it again, because I'm looking for that perfect, just like I am with hammers. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.